principled leadership, especially in society today where there's a lot of things going on, there's going to be a lot of different situations you're going to have, and you're going to be faced with these tough choices. And you have to ask yourself early on in whatever it is you're going to do, what are the things that I'm going to stand for, regardless of the situation that we're going to have, and regardless of the outcome of these choices? Because I need to find some things that I hold dear, and it's going to be different for every person. You have to decide that, I think, on your own and kind of for your entire group. But when I was back in school here, we were reading a book about power and influence, and it was a study on Lyndon B. Johnson, LBJ, who came after Kennedy. And it was interesting. They referred to him in the book as a trimmer. And I'm not a sailor, I had to be informed upon what that meant, but a trimmer was someone that trims their sail, trims their sheet to the wind. So whichever way, the current populace was blowing, he kind of wanted to ride that. And they viewed that as a positive. And I said, okay, there may be some positives to that, but I would like to be far more principled in what I'm doing. I understand that you're always going to change a little bit and have to morph, and you want to make sure that you're always on the cutting edge and understand what's going on. But there needs to be some truths that you hold dear, and you have to be able to set those out early. Because if you try to determine what you're all about in a time of crisis, you're going to be scrambling around and trying to figure out what might be the most convenient thing for you. And when you're faced with a difficult choice, then you really don't have anything to stand on. So whether it's honesty, integrity, you set these principles out for yourself, you have to hold those. So then when you're faced with a very difficult choice, the choice should really already be made. There may be some toughness inside of you and some internal strife and struggle where you're trying to figure out how exactly do I implement this, but the choice should be made based upon the principles that you have set forward for both yourself, your team, or your company, or whatever it may be.